Good morning, friends. It's Kate from Venison for dinner here, and I wanted to show you what morning milking looks like while managing having two cows, one that's a nurse cow and one that is being milked. So I'm not currently milking because I'm currently awaiting calving myself. And when you see this video, I may have already calved or not. I film videos ahead of time. But we are weaning calves next week. They currently nurse once a day. And I wanted to show you what this routine looked like. So I thought I would take you along this morning. This is our Dexter bull, Kurt. He got all the cows bred. This is a heifer, Olive. She's due in December. She is going to friends of ours. There's Jessa, who Mac is going to milk. She's bred in December too.
December, that means we get October for dry.
Yeah.
Dry. We better get them this dry this year.
Mac already let the calves out here, but the calves live in the milking stall, which is not ideal, but it's been what it is for winter. Jessa is in good condition, by the way. She is shedding and looks rough, but she is doing well. Mabel over here, I'll climb in and show you these guys.
Just really good.
So it is a constant battle in here to keep this clean enough of fresh bedding and everything. This side always stays muckier. This side stays cleaner. If we do this again where we raise calves on one cow, the calves got to live somewhere else. The reason they ended up living in here was because it was the easiest way to get them to nurse Mabel, and Mabel wasn't trained at all, whereas next time she'll be more trained. Although next time I'm thinking Jessa is going to be the nurse cow. So the calves could live separately and we could just lead Jessa over to them because Jessa is easy to handle. Hi, Jessa.
Someone like keep the cows on that pan and just lead Jessa over there.
I'm not sure what we're going to do.
That would work.
Put a pan over.
So Freya's already out here milking the goat this morning. You just finished? Hamish doesn't milk cows in the morning. Hamish feeds animals in the morning. In the evening, he milks Jessa and Mac milks Mabel. Although next week, things are going to switch up. We think we're going to go to machine milking next week because it'll be 2 cows twice a day. So I'll show you what that looks like then. So these calves, they're both milking Shorthorn AI bull. And Mabel is a Jersey Swiss heifer. And normally they're one on either side. It's mucky out here because it's mud season. And I'm don't really want to sink in too deep because I'm not wearing tall boots. But it's kind of frozen. Anyhow. So they were in the milking stall and Mac let them out. And Mabel was here waiting for them.
Always keep pretty much full battery in. Like the cloths and
Okay, yeah, we'll bring out a dry one. You got lots of milk this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Jessa. Oh, look at me. While Mac milks here, I thought I would give you a few details about Jessa and our current milking, etc. So we've had Jessa since 2020. She calved for the first time. Yeah. for the first, we got her in April 2020 and she calved in December 2020. She was just bred when we got her. She only has 3 working quarters because a cow has 1 udder, but 4 quarters to that udder. The milk comes out of each quarter through each teat. It's not like one communal bag that you can pull whatever teat and get the milk out of. Each quarter has its own. So one doesn't work because it was damaged when she was a heifer, which is a cow who's never had a calf, or a cow who's just had its first calf. But before she ever even had a calf or was bred, it was damaged. So because of this, we got a deal on her, and she's turned out to be we call her Jessa the magic cow. She's kind of sassy.
I call her
Jessie the messy. In winter, she's kind of messy. But man, guys, she produces well. She's got a wildly high butter fat. She raises good calves. She calves easily. She's had 3 calves now.
Yep, 3 calves. Star, cookies and cream, and then...
Yeah, so she had a heifer that we raised until she was bred and then sold her to a neighboring farm, and they love her, saying she's a great cow. Then she had a bull calf, and then she went to bull calf went to cousins of ours. And then she had a heifer calf last, which is what Mabel is nursing, both Jessa's calf and Mabel's calf. So Mabel had her first calf. They both calved in October, 3 days apart. We were trying to breed them to be spaced out and it didn't work. And then they both went into a really good heat 3 days apart, and we AI'd and was like, well, you never know. One may only breed, and they both got bred. But it worked out really well. The whole not having to calf share or bottle feed was really nice because it was just no, we're selling Olive.
Oh, right.
We're not keeping Olive. The horned heifer is going before she calves.
Right. Did you bring out your shots for the calves this morning?
No, I forgot them. We'll do the shots tonight.
That's what you said last night.
I know, and then I got inside and looked at my list and realized I'd forgot them. So I'll set the alarm. The calves need a booster shot. Since they're over 6 months old now, they can get their soil-borne illness, which is a vaccine we do because vaccines for animals are very regional, based on what your regional problems and even what your farm problems are. It's not like a one-size-fits-all. So we do one called Covexin Plus, which is for soil-borne illnesses, and they get maternal antibodies from their mother, but once they're 6 months old, then they get their own. So the heifer calves are going to a neighbor's farm to graze for the summer so they don't accidentally get bred by our bull. And so they need to be all up to date on this. And so it was kind of perfect timing. They got their first shot 3 weeks ago. They can get their second shot this week. And then next week, after my husband and oldest children get back from a fishing trip, we're going to wean the calves. We're not weaning them before so that I don't have to milk Mabel and Jessa. I'll just have to milk Jessa. So then they're going to go there and they're going to graze there for the summer. And we're pretty excited about that because we were worried about the heifer calves accidentally getting bred by the bull, because when a cow is in heat, bulls will just bust fences to get to them. So this neighbor was also concerned about this and offered to graze our heifers alongside his couple cows. So they're going there. He is a very good grazier into rotational grazing, so they will be pampered this summer, I can tell you that. Anyhow, because we bred with a bull now, Mabel is due the end of November. Jessa is due middle of December because they just cycled 3 weeks apart once the bull came. Like Jessa had just cycled before the bull came. Anyhow, we're gonna dry Mabel off early, probably like early September, to give her a longer break, like a 3-month break. And then Jessa will be milked until mid-October, and then we won't have any cows to milk from mid-October to end of November. We'll have a little vacation from milking. And then we'll have 1 in milk, and then a few weeks later 2 in milk.
Middle of what?
Middle of October, Jessa gets dried up. And then end of November, Mabel is due.
So when do we dry Mabel?
We're gonna dry Mabel up beginning of September, I think.
Nice break.
Yeah, give Mabel a longer break, just because then it works out that we have a shorter break from milking versus if we let Jessa have a longer break, we'd have a... What's up with your tongue? Anyhow, that's how it's rolling down this time. Sometimes Jessa gets a longer break. She's had a 6-month break before. We try to give them longer breaks when possible, but still, we don't want to be without milk forever. You about done?
Yeah.
However, we stockpile butter and cheese, and I freeze yogurt, and it's not, I freeze cream. Hoard?
Yeah, you hoard.
No, I stockpile it for when the cows are dry. Takes a lot of butter and cheese and cream and everything to feed us for 6, 8, 10 weeks without a cow and milk.
I know.
And then sometimes we'll go over to the neighbors and milk their milk cow that we gave them to get some fresh milk. So it looks like the calves are done and Mabel's like, I want to come in, it's my turn. Mac has trained Mabel. Training. I think she's doing pretty good.
I know. I'm training her to do like standing still now and like having the feet spread apart.
Yes, Mabel doesn't. She doesn't kick, but standing in a good position is what Mac has struggled with Mabel. But Mabel has only been milked for
a month and a half. 2 months?
Yeah, I think 6 weeks. I think beginning of April, you started milking her. So, considering she was just nursed by calves for 5 months before that, when the calves were 5 months old is when you went to once a day milking her, once a day nursing, which would have been mid-March. And then now they're just about 7 months old. So the average dairy calf actually only has milk. In Canada, 4 months is the standard. In the States, you'll find it's even lower. But in dairy farms in Canada, the standard is 4 months of milk. We like to give 6 months of milk because these are future milking cows. And the more you can give them now, the more they're going to give you later.
Hello, it's Mac.
And Hamish.
From Venison for dinner. And today we're starting to hand milk train our heifer, Mabel. So first, we got to put halters on the heifers that usually milk Mabel, but today they're not. So let's see how this goes. Where'd that other halter go?
How much is that calf who keeps eating, trying to eat stuff?
Well,
When she has all that hay right there, she's dumb.
you're kidding
Is
me.
it this one?
That one will work, yes, but no. It's the red one. Right! Right as rain. You know what they say? No. Whoa.
I'm gonna dump some. I'm gonna dump some. Oh yeah, we can feed them a grain here now.
Can you go, like, maybe go around? I'll serve my clothes and her in here. Holy crap, she's in. Okay, you go get Jessa. Okay, we got the cow in. Just need to give her a good brush down. She's eating some grain right now. Well, we got the cows in, so now we're gonna start brushing and cleaning.
You know what's awful about buying new things?
Hamish,
You have to make them dirty.
give it here.
See, this is an old kick bar. It's already nice and dirty. That one's brand new.
Okay, I got kick bar on. Now we're gonna start brushing her down. Well, She's not wanting to do this, and her teats are a bit cut up from calves. She just standing right here like this.
Shit,
So I'm milking her like this.
sketchy!
There.
Meanwhile,
Yes. Hamish is milking the trained cow. Okay, I'm now sitting down on my bucket, and I haven't got kicked the shit out of yet.
when?
Milking extremely slow. Let's try switching to 2 hands.
So Mac lets her out. And Jessa, while she does look a little rough right now, she is healthy. And once we have fresh grass here pretty quick, she's going to be beautiful. Just you wait and see. And things are finally thawing enough that we can scrape this all out. There's kind of like this middle ground where it's like too frozen. Like it looks mucky, but it's actually frozen 2 inches down. So I don't fully know the routine that Mac does here now, but I thought he was going to get the calves in, but he said first he goes and feeds cows grain. Oh, and Hamish is... oh, caught you just in time there. So they get a bit of dairy ration. We don't do grass-fed simply because we have a long, hard winter. And we buy the best hay we can, but even at that, some extra calories goes a long way. So that's a 5-pound scoop. My phone decided to be funny on me here, so I missed Matt getting the calves in. But all part of the routine here. Their hay feeder gets filled. So this bull, you would not think this little bull could get that big cow, but... So I missed that part there because my camera decided to be funny. But Mac, the cows, got the calves back in there, and they get hay and water in the pen for the day. Is there anything else I missed in your routine?
No, all you gotta do is strain milk and stuff.
Yeah, deal with milk. Anyhow, I don't know if I caught the part where I said that there's 10 pounds of grain fed between 4 cows, 2 calves. Well, 2 cows, 1 big heifer, 1 bull, 2 calves. So it's not a lot of grain, but it's enough to add some extra calories to their diet. The heifer that's over there and the bull really don't need grain. However, it's just worked with the logistics with hay feeding. It distracts them for them to come in and out of the pen. So once they're grazing, I gotta grab my coffee mug here, Mac. My tea. Just give me a second. It distracts them. So once they're on grass and just grazing, not eating hay, they will not get grain, and grain will be fed at milking time to only the cows in milk. So here's the lovely calves. So Max says that Raspberry is not really interested in grain, which is interesting. She's the Jersey Swiss milking shorthorn, whereas the Jersey milking shorthorn is totally in there for eating grain, but the other one, she's not interested. She'd rather just eat hay. So I thought that was interesting. Jars. So while the boys could continue hand milking once both cows are being milked twice a day, when it's warmer weather and you don't have to deal with like parts on the machine freezing, because the machine, like motor part, works well, but the plastic parts start to get stiff, and you know, the pulsator doesn't work as well, that sort of thing, because we don't have a heated barn. So this might sound funny to some of you guys, but it really bothers people that we deal with milk in a bathroom. But the toilet actually is turned off and doesn't work, and we don't even use it. But the people who are weirded out by the fact that we deal with milk in a bathroom, what do you think the cows do in a barn? They don't even use the toilet, they just do it right there. So Don't be too weirded out, guys. We're plenty clean about things. So Jessa gives just shy of 2 gallons in the morning.
Sometimes it's a bit over, so it tends.
And then in the evening she gives
A bit under 2. It
a bit
depends.
of 2. So she's giving 3.5 a day on average.
Sometimes more on 2. Depends on if she feels like letting down the finger.
Yeah, so Hamish milks in the evening, and Jessa is very much a cow that will only let down if she feels like it for you. Do you want me to get a new thing of soap?
It's not empty yet.
Okay. We have a drying rack over there for smaller things. Big things get washed with soap and water, and periodically they get bleached. Buckets get hung up there. If we're straining milk into a bucket, like if we have a lot more milk, we do have a big metal strainer. And then lids. This is a inside of the cupboard pot rack is what that is. So there's 2 of those mounted to that plywood. And then the bucket tree Marius made. So these lids, they're called 110 ml lug lids. They fit on pickle jars, and if you crank them on tight on warm jars of milk, they seal like a canning lid, which helps your milk stay really fresh. And that, my friends, is how the milk gets from the cow to the fridge.